Hello everyone, it's H here for Trend Capital, and on today's video we're taking a look at Bitcoin with Elliott Wave theory. So let's start here on for our time frame. Last time I think was a bit too long ago for a video, but again the idea overall, we had a couple of different scenarios going on at that point. We had this structure mainly where we were considering this to be either the start of something or the end of something. In this scenario, what I've got drawn out here, it's the end of something being the end of this ABC structure, so that would be the C wave. The other way it would be, it would be the start of something where this structure would have been that completion. However, again, as we took out the low there, that is no longer the case, and this is the only option that I currently see that I can again see at the moment. But there is still another way of looking at this where this C wave is not done, and instead we'd be creating some kind of diagonal over here, but that's a bit more bearish, and what I'm going to be talking about that is the structure that we currently have here is giving some kind of vibes for that. So if we zoom in to these lows of around 49k on the 5th of August lows, this is the way I currently have it labeled. We came up in very three-wave fashion. That is very clear to me, and again, this is to me a very decent looking ABC structure. The reason why I've labeled this as a wave W is because, again, after which we came down correctively, we went up correctively, which is the important part, and then came down again correctively. So that means to me that we have a 3-3-3 here, and again, as we have not retraced 90% of the first move, this qualifies for the wave X really well. So let's see, how much did we actually retrace? Was it 50%? Let me find that over here. Right around 50%, I think. Just fell short of that, but regardless, X wave is put in place in my opinion. There is a chance, of course, that wave X is not done, and we have created maybe something like this, even some kind of running flat here to create a structure where we are going lower. But let me explain this situation right now first. Again, I think this looks pretty decent as a diagonal. It's very corrective looking structure. Doesn't really matter what it is, whether it's a WXY or a diagonal to the upside. To me, I think it finished here, and then we had some kind of three-way structure coming down and another move up. Either we stopped at these lows or these, it doesn't really matter. In my opinion, this structure here is pretty much done. What I would be thinking that this is, it's part of like similar to this first structure or this whole structure here. Again, if we are just comparing it to this one in size time or size wise, we're not even close to the 0.618. So I feel like it is just the start of this wave Y at the moment. Again, as it is starting with a three wave, we could be either creating a diagonal, and that would be wave A, B, and C, for that wave Y to happen. If we're comparing that in time, the minimum was hit right here, but again, definitely not really. Whoops, sorry, it's not hit 618. I was looking at 23.6. So yeah, definitely not hits in time, not yet. So I don't think this is finished at all, if it is indeed part of this whole structure. But I think something like this would be a very decent looking structure if we are looking at some of the targets. If we have the pivot already in for the wave X, 618 is the minimum 1-to-1, targeting 69.9k. What else is there? Well, the low of this. This would also confirm that this is not a start of anything, but instead it's just well, it's the end of something. In this scenario, it would be the C wave. If we come back up here, there is going to be resistances around, and again, the point of control, really big one, and of course the range value area high at these tops could be creating some kind of swing failure pattern, get the people longing this breakout even if we just wick down, and well, of course, then we'd be trying to get people out of their long positions from here with that move to the downside. And yeah, that's pretty much what I see. Let's check out some important levels, other ones like here. So we have a kind of fresh monthly here, around the 618, also a daily just beyond that. We have more levels to the upside as well with this weekly. We have tapped it twice now, so it's not as powerful anymore. We have a cluster of things as well, up above a bit higher, 71k. So again, those are very much of a resistance. But what do I see here overall is a corrective structure to the upwards, which again is not a good signal overall. It can turn into a diagonal, but so far it is looking corrective. But that is what I wanted to share today. Locally, I think we might dip a bit lower and then continue higher, and we'll see how this turns out. We'll be going through that on Discord as well, seeing how this performs. But that's all for this video on Bitcoin. Again, if you enjoyed, check us out on our Discord channel, and if you're interested in getting smaller fees, check us out on our partner exchange, BitUnix. That's all for now. Again, thanks for watching. See you on the next video.